it's Liz Yuille from Old Stables Crafts. Thank you very much for joining me again today. Today I am going to show you some tags. I'm using the Merry Little Labels stamp set, and I've just realised I haven't got the punch out. Always a good start. There we are. Merry Little Labels stamp set and the matching punch. These go together as a bundle, so if you buy them together, you save 10%. They are in the Autumn Winter catalogue, and the punch actually goes with another set of labels, which I'm struggling, there we are, which is this set, which is the Labels to Love. This is the bundle, but it goes with this as well, which brings in the Halloween and love and just a plain label. So yeah, just extends what you can do with the punch just a wee bit. I must remember, I've got this new background and it's lovely. I love it. It's foam backed. I put it together myself. I'm hoping it's not too reflective for you. I might put that down a bit. It's going to be one of those. We're going to play with this for a while I get it right. But it's nice and foam backed. And it's wiped clean, which is one of its joys. So yes, right, Procrastination City, here we come again. So these are the two tags that we are going to make today, but I have also made a very much more straightforward and simple tag, which is the For From, which I have masked off the holly with washi tape, then inked up the ink pad with Memento ink, and then coloured these in with markers, Stampin' Right markers, and then just punched everything out and layered it all up. No Peeking brings in the new Starlight circle punch and the 2 1/4 inch circle punch, and a bit of designer series paper and some metallic thread, and the glorious black shimmer ribbon, which I love. This is using the Year of Cheer designer series paper, which is that card weight, and then just a piece of foil and the Let It Snow, bit of diamante or rhinestone, and then just little ribbon, and then the Quilted Christmas, and that I've brought in a pop of lemon lime twist. So yeah. So let's pop those to one side. As I say, these are the ones we're going to make today. And I need that. I need some Memento ink would be classic, wouldn't it? Which I thought I had. And that's because I do. Sorry, I'm being silly today. I do have it. Right, okay, so we'll start with this green one. Purely because they're actually very much the same tag. It's just one's a slightly stepped up version of the other. I've got everything I need for both of them in here. So let's sort one from t'other. The dimensions, as ever, will be on my blog, which the associated post is below. Go straight to the blog post. So the first thing I am going to do this is a piece of the Merry Little Christmas designer series paper, double-sided. I'm just going to attach this to one of these strips of card. These are 2 inches wide and I think I remember 3.5 inches long. Let me just check. 3 3/4 inches long, but as I say, the dimensions will be on the associated blog post. So I'm just going to add that to the card and leave that to dry. Oh, and I've just remembered the other punch I need. Bear with. It really wouldn't be me if I didn't forget half a dozen things, would it? So that's I'm going to leave to one side to dry, and while I am leaving things to dry, another base, and this is for the other tag. This is the Merry Music. Is it Merry Music? sure it's Merry Music, designer series paper, which is the black and white music, surprise, surprise. Yeah, Merry Music, yay! Love it when I actually remember things. And again, this is a slightly lighter weight paper, so I'm going to put the glue onto the card and be very, very sparing because you don't want it to buckle. You may wish to use snail rather than wet adhesive, but I do like my wiggle room. So that's why I like my multi-purpose glue. And there we go. So that I will pop to one side as well, and we can do the stamping. So these are the two bits I have for stamping, and we just need the Just For You stamp. These are red rubber, so they are lovely and squishy, and a C block should be just fine. Yep, perfect. So making sure it is well inked. I'm just stamping in the middle of that. Perfect. And again, because I need it for both of the tags, because I say one really is just a stepped up version of the other. But I want to show you how quick and easy it is to go from a simple effect to a more complex effect. So using the new label punch, just line that up and punch it out, and same again. And then we also need, no, I'll come back to that because that's otherwise going to get very confusing. Right, okay, no, it's not, because it isn't confusing. It's the right thing to be doing. So this is another piece of the Merry Little Christmas designer series paper. I'm actually after the black and white side this time, and I'm just going to punch that out as well. Now, obviously, you can change up which papers you use, but this is just for an example. So pop in your, having opened up your punch, pop your the whole of your tag into the scallop topper tag punch, and punch. Get rid of the little bits, and there's our basic tag. Then all I'm going to do is stick the Just For You to this piece of designer series paper, so that it, can you see that? Yes, you can. So that it's in the middle, forming a cross. And then taking some dimensionals, remembering that it's the white piece that's going north and south, the green piece, what's green at this point, is going east to west. We don't want to come all the way out here because it'll fall off the edge of the tag. So just over to that side rather than all the way over. But 4 will be more than sufficient. And then just pop that into the middle of your tag, and then a bit of the 1/8 metallic, silver metallic ribbon, form a loop, and then just pop that through there. So that's that one. So how do we step it up a bit? So let's pop those there so you can see them. Get rid of those bits. Okay, so we're doing basically the same thing for the next one. So we've got our piece already stuck on our cardstock. Punch. Now, I'm a bit kind of, you know, I like white for writing, or a pale colour to write on for the back of my tags. If you're not fussed, then you don't have to do that bit. You will with this because this is a thinner paper, but you don't have to do that step. So that's just a bit of an optional step. I have already punched out using the new champagne foil that's in the Autumn Winter catalogue, one of the labels. Before I attach this to these two bits together, you'll see here I've got these bits sticking out. And this is half of one of the lovely foil snowflakes. And all I'm going to do is trim out so that I've got what I call a long and two shorts. And then the same again. So a long and two shorts. And for me, I just find it easier to turn it over at that point. They are kind of very vanilla on the back. So the only bits we need are the two big V's. Don't need those bits. So I'm going to put a bit of fast fuse, brain went dead there, in the middle of my foil, and just pop these so that they are the right way up, coming off the edge of the foil, but so you can still just see the foil. And then the same again this side. Try and get them so that they are roughly the same length sticking out. And then let's pop a little more. Actually, we'll put the fast fuse on the back of here. And then sandwich the whole thing together. There we are. Then this is some of the nice striped ribbon. It's wired. If you have young children, I would highly recommend just taking the wire out because it is very, very fine. I prefer having it out because that is quite, that's quite a sharp, it's great for tying a bow, so you get a really nice plump bow, but for this project where it's just on a tag, it's not a necessary thing to have in place, so I will take it out. Then I'm just flagging the end of my ribbon. Just tidy that up a bit. And at this end, it also saves your scissors if you take the ribbon out, the wire out. Do be careful about that. Don't use your best ribbon cutting scissors to cut this ribbon because it will ruin them basically. So do have a pair of scissors to hand that you don't love quite so much. Right, so our friend the fast fuse again will go down the middle of our tag and then attach the ribbon to that. Then this again I'm attaching with dimensionals, and you'll see that it's just wide enough that if I use the edge pieces, you'd think it was planned, wouldn't you? If I use the edge pieces, I can pop these down the edge of the ribbon, and then it will all attach beautifully in place. Because the ribbon is quite chunky. So that's that. Then finally, a piece of the metallic edge ribbon. And I've just cut the ends so that they're in nice diagonals. It helps the fraying. This is a piece of the silver metallic thread. And all I'm going to do, this is where I'm going to be playing butterfingers, all I'm going to do is loop it round once and then pull it tight and tie it in a simple knot. I am not brave enough to go in for fancy bows with metallic thread. Life is too short. So there you go. So as you see, they are basically the same tag, just one slightly more stepped up. So I hope you enjoyed that. This is the original one. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Do remember that I am doing a free draw for the Merry Patterns stamp set. We have at least 2 to give away. So that will be drawn on my birthday, which is the 1st of November. So to get an entry into this, I'm afraid it's only for UK people, because I only work in the or operate from the UK. For every £25 you spend in any one order, you get an entry. So £50, you'll get 2 orders, 75, 3, etc., etc. But it does all need to be in one order. So if you spend £50 splitting it 30 and 20, you'll only get 1 order, because to try and track across for a 2-month period is going to be a bit of a nightmare. So just bear that in mind. As I say, all the dimensions are in the blog post linked below. Products I've used are also linked below. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do think about hitting the subscribe button, which is down in the corner there. I'm hoping again by my birthday to have 2,000 subscribers. I'm at about, when I'm recording this, 1750-ish, there or thereabouts. So only 250 or thereabouts to go. So it'd be wonderful if I could get those in the next 6 weeks or so, so that I can have that as my birthday celebration. I don't ask for much. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you again very soon. Thanks a lot.